The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watching on CNEagles.com as the Lady Eagles get set for a road contest against Anderson. And Coach, we've talked about it at length, but obviously February and years past, it's kind of been a situation where you're just trying to survive and make sure that you can get into the conference tournament. Do you sense that there's a different mentality this season?
A little bit. This team is. We had a really good practice yesterday. First of all, they brought their energy, and didn't have Tatum here. She was out recruiting, so it was just me, and they kind of took it upon themselves to have a good practice. And so I think the excitement level was really high as to what this team can achieve this particular year. And of course, I think one of the things that we're healthy. Well, I almost hate to say that, but we are. We're playing with all 12 that we started with, which has not been the case the past few years. And I just think that they have a lot of belief in themselves. And I think the Catawba win the other day on the road really let them know that you can go on the road and beat a quality opponent.
You've won 7 of your last 8, and you had a chance to win that Lincoln Memorial game late as well. What, in your opinion, has been the biggest reason for that success of late?
The one thing that I've probably gone to is the fact that we're not relying on the three-point shot as much as we have in the past. That's probably been the one thing that I've looked at, when Tatum and I talk about these things, is the fact, like at Catawba the other day, we scored 80 points and we made 1 3, and we only shot 8. And so a lot of times your tournament teams and teams that do well in February down the stretch, they're not living and dying by the 3. They're getting to the free throw line and getting 1-footers. And we certainly haven't done a good job of that in the past. But this year's been, we've scored 80 2 or 3 times now to where we've only hit like 1 3. And in the past, if you'd have told me we're going to hit 1 3, we're not going to be scoring 80 points. So that's probably been, we've got a lot of people that can get to the rim. Bree did a really good job at Catawba getting to the rim. And then, of course, Mike has brought a different element. I mean, you can't hide that, at the 4 slot, 5'11", left-handed, able to score in a variety of ways. So it's kind of helped spread some things out for the other players.
It's an Anderson team that you beat by 17 on your home floor earlier this season, but offensively, they only have 1 player in double figures. That's Heather Jankowie, and she's 23rd in the league. What does that do for you as a coach where there isn't that one true player that you need to stop?
Sometimes it makes it more difficult to where it's kind of spread out, and there's a lot of different people that you gotta worry about. But then you look at it on the other side of the coin that there's not that one guy that you got to take away from the defense. That you got to help off on everybody, and so now you can go out and have 5 guys trying to get the ball stopped instead of having the one guy over here in the corner guarding somebody, and you're trying to get them stopped with 4. So, and I kind of feel like we're that way as well when people guard us. I mean, yeah, you can try to take Micah away or take Brooks. We've talked about that, but we got other people that can go for certainly a big number, and I think that happened the other day at Catawba. With Jekka scoring in the first half, and Bree came off the bench and actually scored 19. So Anderson's a lot like us. You just can't key in on one player.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck Wednesday.
Thank you.
He's Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watching on CNEagles.com.